Oh, hello guys, welcome back to my channel.
What's up guys? So today I'm going to be telling you guys about my freshman year of college, the roommate that I had, and why it was such an awful experience. Okay, so let me tell y'all a little bit of a backstory. My friend and I, we got an apartment when we moved up for college, and so we live in an apartment complex, obviously. In my unit, there's 3 rooms, and then if you don't write 2 people's names down that you want to be your roommates, then the front office will just randomly place someone in there. My friend and I were like, you know what, like it's just us 2, they'll put some other dude in here, it'll be cool, whatever. And that was our mistake. The first day we met, he was kind of awkward. We didn't really make a big deal out of it. I get that some people are just socially awkward, as people would call it, and that's cool, you know. Like if you just met us, I don't expect you to be all broed up with us type of thing. So it's whatever, you know. So whatever. He's socially awkward. Can't fault the man for that type of thing, you know. So we were freshmen, my friend and I, and this dude, he was like a super senior. So he was either 22 or 23. And that's pretty important because the things I'm about to tell you, if he was 16, 17, then okay, maybe I could give him a pass for it, but 23, nigga! Everything's cool, whatever. And then I see that he just puts dirty dishes on the clean side of the rack. And it should have been a red flag right then and there, but you know, it could have been an honest mistake. Okay, I don't think it could have been a mistake because it's not like they were just a little bit dirty. It was no effort was made. Clearly the left side of the sink had 4 dishes that hadn't been washed. And then the right side had 10 dishes that were pristine. And this dude just puts his dish right on top of the clean dishes, face down. So the other dishes that were touched are now officially contaminated. But hey, I didn't make a big deal out of it. I just met the dude. I'm not gonna confront you over some dish. I was like, okay, and I still confronted him actually. I'm not gonna yeah. So I confronted him, but I wasn't like, hey, come pick up your nasty ass shit, you know. I was like, hey man, not sure if it was my mistake. I didn't elaborate, but I think the left side is gonna be for dirty dishes, and then the right side is for dishes that are already clean. So those weren't my exact words, but I mean, it was just something polite along those lines. You know what I mean? So he's like, oh yeah, man, sorry, yeah. It was, and that's exactly how he talked. He was like, yeah, man, yeah. But hey, like I said, I'm not faulting him for being socially awkward. That's just kind of, when I copy him, it just kind of comes out like him. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. So he washed the dish, rinsed it, tossed it in the dishwasher, and I was like, okay, cool, problem solved, you know? So a couple days passed, and by a couple days, I mean a day. This dude gave me no room to not talk, okay? Literally the next day, y'all. So my friend and I are coming back home, and we just walk into the kitchen, 2 hungry dudes looking for food, you know, and on the floor, we see a load of toenails, okay? It's not one little toenail chipped off, or it's oh, little piggy's toenail. No, it was a load of toenails. We have 10 toes. How many toes do you have? How many toes do you have?
No, it's actually 3.
Okay, so there were 50 toenail clippings everywhere, you know? And I could understand, maybe let's say you have a long nail and you kick something and it breaks off or whatever, and you didn't see where it went, or I don't know. I'm just coming up with extreme excuses that maybe I could have made for him, but there were so many toenails I could have gone swimming in them type of thing. So my roommate and I were looking at each other, we're like, bro, that's disgusting, you know what I mean? Who wouldn't find that disgusting? Who the cuts their toenails in the kitchen? Do you do that?
They probably cut his fingernails too if they're that many.
Okay, so let's just say nail clippings everywhere, you know? And so my friend and I, we find that disgusting as rightfully so. And so we just go knocking on his door. You know, the plate thing, I let it slide. The toenail thing, sure, it can be picked up, but it's the second day of rooming with you, bro. You're 23. Why do we need to be doing all this type of bullshit? You know what I mean? So we go knock on his door, he comes out, what's up, man? Hey, bro, do you know, like, why all these toenails are on the fucking kitchen floor? No, man. No. Not at all, man. And so, like I said, my roommate and I, we had just met this dude a couple days ago, and I'm not really a confrontational person. Like, if you f with me, you're not gonna, like, you'll regret that type of thing, but like, I've never gotten in an actual fist fight with someone. I'm just not that type of dude, you know? So I wasn't out here just trying to like fight the guy or anything. I just wanted to politely let him know that this bullshit wasn't gonna fly here. I don't know if they do that shit back home where he's from. I don't know, but in a place where I'm paying like $800 a month for, I'm not gonna let some motherfucker destroy that shit, you know what I mean? And then someone else later came like a few months later and destroyed this place, but like that's another story. So he denies like knowing anything about the toenails, and like clearly who else could it have been, you know? Like my roommate and I were gone, and I eat a lot type of thing, so like I grabbed a snack on the way out before we left, and the kitchen wasn't like that, you know? It didn't look like a toenail pool, and when I came back it did. There was only one person here. Like, I don't know, unless Casper the Ghost came or some shit. I don't know, but like, put two and two together. So then my roommate and I were like, all right, well, you say they're not yours. I already saw how poorly you wash the dishes, so I'm just gonna go ahead and sweep these up for you. So I swept them up. Probably shouldn't have done that, but okay, I did it, you know? I knew it was chicken.
Me and Steph are gonna eat them all.
So then a couple other days pass by, you know. I come home and my friend is at work. He works like 12-hour shifts, so he hadn't been home all day. And I'm just casually scrolling through the kitchen. Actually, that makes sense. Yeah. I'm just casually like strolling through the kitchen, about to get my fat self some more food, and I feel like my sock gets stuck in something, you know? And I look down and there's a bunch of like sticky shit all over the floor. And yeah, sticky shit, okay? And I look down, I'm like, what the f is this shit? And then I look around me and it's like on the walls, it's like all over the floor, and I'm like, boy, hell no! And then I was like, you know what, let me figure out what this shit is. So I start getting like closer to it, and then I see that there's a syrup bottle like on the floor right by the pantry, and it's open. So I'm like, okay, it's sticky, it kind of looks like syrup, it kind of smells like syrup. Have you ever heard if it looks like a duck and it sounds like a duck? I was like, okay, it's fucking syrup, you know? And then, like, people don't use syrup for like sandwiches or cereal. I mean, if you do, then like, hey, good for you, but like, I don't. And in this household, we don't, you know? So my roommate, my friend, the one that I said works 12-hour shifts, he wakes up at like 4 in the morning to get to work. So I highly doubt at 4 in the morning he's gonna be like making pancakes or making waffles or some shit like that. And me, something you guys don't know about me, I eat like a little kid, okay? Like I only like little kid foods. I'm just a picky ass eater, and I don't even like syrup. So I know for a fact it wasn't me. Like, what the could he be possibly doing for syrup to get on the walls, all over the floor, and then you just leave it on the floor open, bruh? Like, what the fuck? You're 23. I could understand that if instead of 23 it was only one or two of those numbers, like the 2 or the 3, but not both of them together, you know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna go into this dude's room, and you know what, I'm just gonna call him Bobby for the rest of the thing, because I don't want to say his real name just out of respect. What?
Bobby.
No, that sounds good. Too cute. So I'm just gonna call him Bobby, like out of respect. I don't want to defame anybody, you know what I mean? So I didn't want to just like run into Bobby's room and be like, dog, what the f-? You know, because I assumed it wasn't my friend, but assume just makes ass out of you and me, you know what I mean? So I just didn't want to assume. So I waited a couple hours for my friend to get home, and in the meantime I just went to my room, did my homework. My friend comes home, and I completely forgot about the syrup until like 10 seconds later, because I just hear someone say, what the f is this? So I walk out of my room and I'm like, yeah, I didn't think it was you. So what do? Open the door, bro. No, No, we weren't like disrespectful or anything. We're just like knocking, and we're like, hey man, we just noticed some like syrup casually found its way onto the entire place, basically. Do you happen to have maybe the slightest clue as to how it could have migrated there? What's up, man? Nah, man. Nah. I really, nah, man. Syrup? No. So then we just showed it to him, you know, like, it kind of reminds me of my dad when my mom was like, oh, you recognize him? He's your kid. He was like, nah. And so then she had to show me to him. No, I'm kidding. That's made up. My dad's a great dad. But we showed him the syrup. And then he's like, oh, I just dropped it. It's like, was that so hard to say? Like, I'm not your mom. I'm not going to spank you for lying to me. Just tell me the truth, bro. Just clean it up. And so then at this time, I hadn't realized that, like, sure, he did a shitty job washing the dish, but I thought it was just like a, I don't know, maybe he was having a long day, a thing, but you're 23. I'm assuming every 23-year-old can like kind of clean. So I was like, all right, yeah, the mop and the mop bucket are just in that closet over there. You know what to do. And he's like, yeah, man. I was like, all right, cool. So I go into my room, I start doing my homework. I come back like an hour later, time to get my mid-homework snack, and I step in a load of syrup, and I goddamn nearly beat this motherfucker's ass. I'm sorry, roommates, or not roommates, neighbors, but I wonder if they think we're like weird in here. And then I'm telling my friend, I'm like, bro, didn't this dude say he was gonna clean it? So we go check the closet, and we see that the mop and the mop bucket are there, but this dude didn't wet the mop whatsoever. Like, he deadass just like mopped with a dry mop, and there was no water in the bucket. It was just like a bunch of sticky syrup residue that was there, and I'm like, nigga, you made it worse by spreading the syrup like even more. And at this point, I was really like debating life, to be honest. I was like, okay, I just turned 18. I don't want to beat this dude's ass and catch a case. And he was a lot bigger than me, so probably chances are he would have beat my not even gonna lie. But I was like, okay, it's been like a week of living with this dude. What the do I do? Because I can't just be picking up. I can't just be picking up after everybody. So then I was like, you know what? I can't just clean up after another dude like all year. You know what I mean? So I figured at this point he just didn't know how to clean shit. So I just went ahead and tried cleaning it, but the mop was so up at that point, like I ended up throwing it away and buying a new one. Talk about the dishwasher now. Yeah. All right, so for this next part, I'm gonna bring you guys along with me because it's one of those things that you'll understand better if I show you rather than just tell you, you know? So this is the dishwasher. So this one time I come home and I see that the dishwasher is leaking really bad. Like right here, can you get that? It was just full of like soap and water, and I assumed that the dishwasher broke. And I was like, you know what, before I assume that our brand new dishwasher just broke, let me ask Bobby if maybe he like tried running the dishwasher. So please come over here with me. So I asked Bobby, I'm like, hey bro, did you use the dishwasher today? Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, do you mind like showing me how it is that you did the dishes? And so he's like, yeah, absolutely. I loaded the dishes and then I put this in there. Yeah, hit start. So I don't think the camera picks it up, but this says automatic dishwasher detergent only. And this cute little thing right here says dishwashing liquid, not detergent, liquid. So of course the machine broke, and fortunately I had the maintenance guy come and fix it and I wasn't charged. But could you imagine if it had broken, and because of this, I don't even know what it's called, because of this dude, I would have had to pay for that? Like, could you just imagine how much this costs, especially as a college student, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay, I'm not sure if you ever like used the dishwasher before, but you only put in these things. So now that we're already at the dishwasher, let me just tell you some other dishwasher stories. So, as you can see, we have a few dishes in here. This is face down. Why is it face down? So when the water comes up, it cleans it, and then when the dishwasher does what the dishwasher does, the water just like goes back away. But if you put the dishes in their face up, when you open the dishwasher and pull out the racks, everything's gonna be filled with water. What do you think a normal person would do? If you're too young, you never used a dishwasher, that's okay. Ask your mom. I guarantee she says face down. Simple. So one day I just come in, I eat, I'm about to toss my dish in the dishwasher. Just pretend I'm tossing this dish in the dishwasher, just casually about to do that. And holy shit. So not gonna lie, I pulled this little rack a little harder than I should have, and then all this water just like got on my shirt, got on the floor, and I was like, if only we just put our dishes face down. See? It's not any harder than putting them face up, I promise. Here it is, face up, face down, simple. So then I came to his room, right? Bobby! Bobby! Sup, man? I bring him with me to be like, hey, do you happen to know like why the dishes are all face up, right? You know, so just casually ask him if he knows anything about this, you know what I mean? And so he told me he didn't know that they were supposed to go face down, and I was like, okay, whatever, honest mistake. So I told him. And I could go on and on, but let me just say, like at one point it got so bad it got to the point where I told him to please not use the dishwasher, because every time he would still put them face up, and yeah, but that wasn't the end of it, right? So at one point he wasn't just putting them face up anymore, and I swear I wish I could be making this up. Like I don't even think the best Hollywood directors could like come up with some hectic ass dude like this, but no disrespect, I just think this is like too outrageous, you know? 9 out of 10 times when he would do the dishes, he would put the Tupperware on there with the lid fully sealed. Like,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never.
Is it supposed to wash if the lid is on it, bro? Like, to be quite honest with you guys, there's like another world of things that I could tell you guys that happened with this roommate, but I don't want to make the video too long, so I'm just gonna end it here. If you enjoyed watching this video and want to watch some more content, please hit like, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications. If you guys are new, then you don't know, but I'll just tell you now, at 5,000 subscribers, we're gonna give away either a pair of shoes or cash. You pick. So it doesn't hurt to just hit the subscribe button, you know? Thank you all so much again for watching, and I'm a bad host. I didn't introduce my 2 guests at the beginning, so I'm just gonna introduce them now. I mean, I've already kind of introduced Steph, but this is Steph.
Hello.
This is Nantisha, she's our friend. Anything either of you guys want to say? Like subscribe to their premiums, or they're looking at me like, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No. Alright guys, I'll see you all in a couple of days. Thanks for staying with me. Bye.